This is to the mother of us all. This is just what we're talking about all the time, really. Mother of us all, prays to free us from our image of perfection to which so much suffering clings. When in the shadowy mind we imagine ourselves imperfectly, praying to be freed from gravity by enlightenment, she refines our prayers. Putting her arms around us, she bids us rest our head on her shoulder, whispering, "Don't you know, with all your fear and anger, all you are fit for is love." Mother of us all. We come as children with nursery rhymes of God and the birds singing at our bedroom window. We come as children through years of confusing grace to find what we are looking for is looking back at us. Our suffering brings us closer. Ramakrishna tapped Vivekananda with his toe and spun him through solar systems Jung feared and longed for, and opened to me the first wisdom door I walk through. Now again he calls to me all these years later, still living in the book, opening a passageway to the actual. We come naked at last to the truth, dismayed till the last moment before, then expectant of the unborn gift breaking the horizon. O full moon, oh, the surging upward of the heart, oh, the shining within everything, and the gratitude for grace. We come as children fumbling with our lives, tripping and bruising, for a moment balancing on both feet to find our way through the labyrinth into our innermost dwelling. From the center, we follow the curving upward into space and the settling down as well, herding the minotaur through the stellar maze, the oxen fed and stabled with the deer, the singing in the temples bridges the mind, the prayer is everywhere the same. Sunspots are lily pads, Buddha a dragonfly. Remember the first time your heart froze? It was a hell of a day, but nonetheless, dragonflies were hatching. If prayer would do it, I'd pray. If reading esteemed thinkers would do it, I'd be halfway through the patriarchs. If discourse would do it, I'd be sitting with his holiness every moment he has free. If contemplation would do it, I'd have translated the periodic tables to hermit poems, converting matter to spirit. If even fighting would do it, I'd already be a black belt. If anything other than love could do it, I've done it already and left the hardest for last. I like better than applause. That was good. I was the first coordinator of the readings at the Gaslight in the village many years ago. And we got complaints about applause. So people were told they had to start snapping their fingers. And that's where it all came from the thing at the Gaslight. Because the people said, you've got to be quieter. They were very good. If it wasn't for Andrea, none of these poems would exist. I say cornucopia when I mean horn of plenty. I say compassion when I mean mercy at the fingertips. I say irrational when I mean seeing around corners. I say mountain when I mean bighorn sheep. I say mind stuff when I mean emotional bleeding. I say caring. I say lover when I mean a green canoe. I say forest when I mean a warm hearth. I say leave the door open when I mean don't forget dry socks for the pilgrimage. I say Mediterranean when I mean the fruits of sweet palms. I say mines dug straight into the South American caliche when I mean slavery. I say slavery when I mean the gold coins and broken bracelets of charmed women. I say cause and effect when I mean pleasure and pain. I say pleasure and pain when I mean love and hate. I say barrel of a gun when I mean a barrel of a gun. I say bullet when I mean numb shoulder. I say peace when I mean dried blood. I say kindness when I mean the Buddha. I say the Buddha when I mean the peaceful child. I say mercy when I mean the other child. I say the Salton Sea when I mean inland kisses. I say spring when I mean haiku. We stop counting syllables when there are no fingers left in meditation and the world has begun without us. I say end when I mean something very different. Even if I do not know what it is, I say love when no other word will do. That's a poem not to be read in high school. These kind of poems are very interesting because they're not rational, and not rational poems can bring you to the subconscious. The book is written in a way, it has a process, and as you get toward the end of the book, it becomes very surreal dharma to bring one into to beyond understanding, to the inner knowledge, the one you were born with, we were born with.